getting out on walks with dogs. Whether it's my own dogs, our client dogs, or my friends' dogs, it's so fun. It's a great way to engage with your dog, both get exercise and relieve some stress. But the challenge is, off-leash dogs can ruin it all. Am I right? It's dangerous, it's scary, and honestly, it's incredibly rude. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I always bring along with me to ensure additional safety when out walking dogs. Hi, I'm Paula with Canine Country Academy. We create videos to give you the tools and the skills to have a well-mannered dog, all while building the relationship you both deserve. Before I show you what I started to carry with me on my walks and hikes, I want to kind of give you some small print. What I'm saying here in this video is that we're trying to be safe. I'm not advocating that we carry things that can harm other animals or that we expect other animals to come after us or our dogs. What I am saying is be prepared. Be mindful of where you are and what tools you have to keep you and your dog safe. It's very much like bringing along a first aid kit. You don't expect to need it, but should you need it, it's there. I'll be honest with you. I did not carry anything for the longest time when out on walks and hikes. But after having too many incidents of client dogs as well as my own dogs have dogs show up off leash unexpectedly and feeling awkward and not knowing how to be safe, I decided to invest in some products to make sure that Norby and I, or whomever I'm with, have a little bit of backup when it comes to a dog approaching us off leash. The reality is, when you take your dogs out into the world, or other people's dogs out into the world, there is risk. Dogs can approach you off leash. They can fail their owner's recall if they think their dog has a great recall when out and about off leash. Dogs can fly out of vehicles at parks, and before the owner even has a chance to put a leash on them, or little kids can drop a leash. You just never know what can come at you. And the goal of this video is to give you additional tools and feel a little safer getting out on walks. If you haven't experienced a dog off leash approaching your dog, bless you, because it's pretty common no matter where you go, whether you're out in the woods hiking or you're at a county park. It's just part of the reality of what can happen out in the real world. In all transparency, I have not had to use these products out in the wild, but I have actually used them to see how they work and see how to quickly, maneuver them in cases of emergency. Before I would ever implement any of these products, I definitely have other things that I recommend doing if a dog approaches you off leash. One thing I do if I see a dog that's approaching us off leash is I will yell to the owner, "Get your dog, call your dog," and I'm yelling at them because I can see their dog approaching. And whether I have a big dog with me or a little dog with me, whether I have a friendly dog or a not so friendly dog, either way, it's not authorized to come over and be in our space. And I want to start by alerting the owner, I'm not interested in this. I don't care if your dog's friendly or all the things that people say when their dogs are out of control. I also put up a hand signal for the dog and for the person because sometimes people don't listen or they can't hear from a distance. And this is a universal sign to be like, back off, right? I change my posture, I get a little more stiff, and I am relentless at this. I may also shorten my dog's leash and keep them closer to me so that way I do not have to try to engage with this dog from a distance. Let's say that doesn't work. The owner's calling and calling their dog, or they're not, and you've already alerted them multiple times. You don't want that interaction. So I'm gonna take this posture where I'm gonna put myself between my dog and this dog oncoming. I'm gonna be more forward to tell the dog, hey, we're not interested. And depending on how you read the dog, which can be challenging in that moment, because some dogs might actually be friendly, they're all wiggly and silly, I may take a less offensive approach because I'm reading the dog as absolutely friendly, but I still don't want the interaction. versus a dog who outwardly looks aggressive. So that dog is straight lines, very tense, teeth showing, hackles up, and maybe the dog is also in conflict because they don't know if they should approach or not. So you do what you read in that moment. Learn more about dog body language because that can only help you in these situations and all situations with dogs. So I might throw snacks at a dog who looks more friendly to distract them so I can get away, right? I'm not gonna run away, but I'm gonna take this defensive approach. I may also, put my dog behind something or hand my dog off to someone if you are with multiple people, because then you can engage while your dog is away and safe. But if you're alone, you may not have that opportunity. Some of my fellow trainers teach dogs to go behind them and have a specific cue. That means get behind me so that we can, be between you and the thing coming at you. That would be another great idea. Now let's say all of my efforts to not have to use something on a dog are not working. Well, then I'm gonna have to pick a solution in order to resolve this dog coming at me. There are two things I decided to start carrying in my little fanny pouch that I have with some treats and potty bags and maybe anything else I may need while out on that walk. Now, sometimes I carry an additional bag on me that has water and water bowls and things like that, but this little fanny pouch I keep with me anytime I'm out on a walk or a hike, or even working out in public with our students. In this, I have two products. The first one that I recommend is your spray shield. This is a citronella spray that is used to kind of, wake up the dog and get them out of the way. It's not pleasant. Some people actually use this as a bark collar. They have products that spray the dog, so it definitely is workable. It's not a product I recommend, but the spray shield is great if I'm out on a walk and I don't want to harm a dog. I just need them to stay away from me. What I would also think about is where's the wind coming from, if you have enough brain to think about that, because what you don't want is that the wind's coming at you and now you've just sprayed yourself with spray shield. So you may need to maneuver slightly in order to spray. And I'm not spraying directly at the dog, I'm spraying a little above the dog because I don't want to actually get it right in their face unless I absolutely have to. So spray shield is a great option. It's not going to actually hurt the dog, but it can deter them from continuing forward at you. The second product that I carry with me now is pepper spray. And that's versatile, right? We can use it out on walks if a human was trying to do something to us that we didn't like, but I primarily have it for dogs. And this is gonna be like step 2. This is the dog that I'm really worried about. This dog does not look friendly and I need to be extra prepared because pepper spray is a little more intense than citronella spray. This spray, you do want to make sure for both of them that you check if they expire, they do expire over time, and that you know how to use them. Even buy multiples if you need to so you can practice. I did this on our side yard where there was no one around and made sure that the wind was blowing away from where I was spraying so it wouldn't spray back at me. Thank goodness, because I got a little bit of a whiff of each of them. But you want to know how to quickly move it with your thumb or finger and then be able to spray. And what does it feel like? I actually carry them in separate areas in my fanny pack so I know which one is which. So if I want something less offensive, I go with the pocket on the right. More offensive, pocket on the left. Do your own system, but I definitely recommend carrying something that you feel comfortable using out in the wild. Heaven forbid a dog should come at you that you don't want interacting with you or your dog. When you're out with your dog, I recommend splitting your focus. What that means is surveying the land around you, not being vigilant spy, but noticing things in the area, listening for things in the area, and also checking in with your dog. How are they doing? Do they need anything? Do they need any direction? Splitting your focus is very important when you're out in the world with your dog because they're your priority when you're taking care of them and they're connected to you or around you. That being said, I have been caught off guard out training at a park. I'll share the video here, but I didn't know this dog was coming at me. I was so engrossed in working with my dog and having an amazing time and videotaping it that I completely missed that this young dog had come out of a vehicle in the parking lot not far away and had shot up to us before I could even realize what had happened to put on the defensive. So don't forget to split your focus between the environment and your dog and be relaxed about it. Again, we're not looking to set us up to fail and be worried about what's in the environment. We just need to be aware. I've put links in the description down below for the 2 products that I've purchased. Be aware pepper spray can be something that's not permitted in certain states or areas of the world, so you might have to find something else. But these are 2 very simple things you can keep with you that can keep you a little bit more safe. Now tell me, have you had off-leash dog encounters? What did you do? What are some tips you would share with others who might be in a similar situation?